What's up, collective? Welcome back to the channel. Let's get into this reading. This is a general reading for every sign. This is not a personal reading. Please do not take anything personal or offensive. Your message could be in the beginning, middle, or end of this reading, or it could be in another reading. There's over 2,000 general readings on the channel. Okay, if you want a personal reading, they're in the description box. They're affordable, and you can get one easily. Okay. Let's get into this reading. There's a lot here to sort through. This portion of the reading is about family who there's something about your family that you may not know about. Something from their past. Okay, this was the first card to come out here, High Priestess and sexual assault. So this could be about someone's mother, or it could be about a father that is in their feminine energy. Okay. This person either witnessed some kind of assault or they were a victim of it. Okay, maybe somebody in their family was in a cult. They were living with a cult. Okay, someone could have been raped, okay, as a child or as a teenager. Okay, someone could have felt helpless in their environment. Okay, some sort of destruction could have happened to someone who maybe was psychic. This person could have been sacrificed by a group or their family. Okay, and it's possible that you are experiencing the same thing, but you didn't know that it was happening to your elders, either your parents or your grandparents. You didn't know. Okay, this may not have something to do with a group, like some sort of secret society. It may not have anything to do with that. Okay, but there was some same-sex, maybe trauma, childhood trauma is here. Okay, somebody could have been abused or orphaned, but there was some same-sex, maybe two women, okay, doing something here as some sort of sacrifice. Now, they may or may not have known that they were doing this. They could have been doing this subconsciously. Okay, there could have been a spirit on this person doing something behind their back, but they were using this person to do it to someone in the family who they really wanted. Somebody was possessed, or maybe multiple people. It could be a woman. Somebody was seeking truth. Somebody has an investigator spirit and a prophet spirit, whoever this happened to. And you could have the same energy because this is your relative, your parent, or your grandparent. Okay, somebody wasn't insane. They were calling this person crazy, but they were really either they witnessed some kind of abuse or it was happening to them, or both. Now, some kind of technology was being used. This could be past, present, or future. Okay, so when I see this, I think of some kind of technology from the past, but also there's so much technology now, but someone is abusing technology, either at the time or now. This always has something to do with some sort of rise of civilization, with the world turning into a better place, and these demons don't want it to happen. Someone could have been getting rewarded secretly, maybe with a business or maybe side money, some kind of money that somebody was getting to maybe continue this act here and to stay out of jail. Somebody committed a crime. Maybe they unalived somebody with poison. Someone is involved. There's family members that are involved with witchcraft, and you may have not known this. Like, you may have never suspected it. Like, you could have a grandparent or a parent that's gay, and you never suspected it. Like, you just never, you were like, no way. Okay, now some of these elders may have repented, but they may not have exposed themselves to their victims, or maybe had a conversation with their victims. So what ends up happening is they carry this throughout their life, because it could curse them, because they were never, no one ever said, I'm sorry, or They just were sad. But someone did something here. Let me clarify. Let me see what needs to be clarified. Let me clarify. It's interesting. Let's see. Devil, a rise of civilization, someone was trying to contribute to some sort of change in their environment or their country or wherever they are. Okay, and this cult was involved. Maybe a secret society was involved. Now it's on the side. So it's possible that it's like a cult, a cross between a cult and a society group. Okay, that did not want to. Okay, so what they could have been doing is maybe the same stuff they're doing now, is sacrificing high priestess energy in families, okay, to have some sort of knowledge or power, okay, to control and stay or control these groups. I mean, someone was able, whoever this is, they were able to get out of a situation that they needed to be in. Okay, they needed to be in this situation and serve justice. This was all coming out of fear, all deriving from fear. The message could change. You could resonate with the message, and then it may change a little bit for you, and then it may pick up back, because this is a general reading for everyone who watches the channel, that's subscribed to the channel. Okay. Thank you for sharing the video. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your views. Thank you for supporting the channel. A Gemini placement could be significant. Capricorn placement could be significant. Okay. You could have been very young, or whoever this is about could have been very young. Okay. And someone knew it was happening. Somebody could have been putting something in the food, like when somebody was eating, some kind of spiritual contamination. Okay, we have confirmation here with the Death card. Okay, something happened here with possession. Okay, and then we have Eight of Swords at the bottom. We have imprisonment, and we have imprisonment again. Okay, it's like somebody went to jail or was trapped for someone else. They were sacrificed for this rise of civilization or something. The collective, like somebody sacrificed the collective in some sort of way. With the Magician card here. They were seeking every element. They were seeking every sign to do this. They were restless. They didn't want to get arrested, right? As with the imprisonment card here in reverse and this, but somebody else was, okay? So what they did was sacrifice the collective, trap the collective, hurt the collective. Even if the collective didn't go to jail, there was some kind of entrapment and ending that happened, and it involved possession, being cursed, exorcism, occult, or something along these lines here. They tried to turn the magician into a robata here. And for some, they may have been successful. This was the ending of power in action. They took this, okay, and blinded somebody here so they could not see their true self. Okay, and somebody else was enjoying their fruit of labor, maybe a Virgo Libra, or Scorpio. But somebody didn't know. Somebody didn't know. Whoever this Virgo is, this Cancer placement or Scorpio placement, Libra, Gemini placement didn't know, or Virgo. You could be a Virgo dealing with another Virgo. You didn't know that someone was doing this. You were unaware. They turned the collective into a robata, but then something happened. Somebody left. Someone left. They were tired of being unconscious about something. So what I see here is someone else can be this energy. So what I see here is someone leaving and something happening to them. Now, Page of Wands is an excited fire energy. We have fire, Aquarius, Cancer, Virgo. And these can be other placements, okay? This could have happened to an earth sign and they're hiding it. It could have happened to an earth fire sign and they're being hidden. Okay, so if you resonate with this, then you resonate with it. But just because a relative their sign is not here doesn't mean they didn't go through it, is what I'm saying, because they could have these signs in other placements that you may not know of. That's what I'm saying. So we have Cancer energy here, maybe Virgo, Libra, Cancer, that made some sort of sacrifice so that they could make plans, but someone else made plans. The collective made plans. And they snuck off here. They ran away from home or they left. They just wanted peace because something that was going on here, there was a lot of death or endings happening in a family. And they could have been to some kind of poisoning. And somebody said, I don't want that shit. I don't want it. I'm leaving. Because somebody could have felt like you're coming for my life. So this Page of Wands could be the collective. They're excited to go somewhere. They're happy. They could be dressing very nicely, maybe wearing something short, whoever this is. They're excited to be going. But I also see somebody who is a Robata, who is still being controlled from wherever they were in the world by a Virgo or a Cancer. Okay, this person was sacrificed, confirmation. But this person, after their sacrifice, also had some sort of enlightenment. With the Magician card here and the Page of Wands, they couldn't take the collective down, like, because you can't take down a magician. Because the magician will just find another way to manifest what they want. The magician will tap into another part of themselves. So they got a little something here. They were able to tap into this person's inheritance. They were able to tap into this person's ability to communicate subconsciously and do things in the spirit and look upright. They were looking upright off this person's energy, but they were really restless. They could have, with the Four of Swords card, they could have been working with passed on ancestors, okay, to stalk this person. They could have been using spirits to find, where's this person going? They could have been using a crystal ball. They could have been using anything to keep sacrificing this person, but this person was enlightened in their sacrifice because of these cards around here. And someone didn't know where they were going, but they could have found out because something lost control here. So what I'm saying basically is that our predecessors, our parents, our grandparents were being stalked as well. And the same thing is just happening to us. With the Death card here, there was a lot of loss that was in secret that you were unconscious of, unaware of. Now this person couldn't choose happiness, but they left. They left. French fries could be significant. France, fries. McDonald's could be significant could be significant. But back to this Wheel of Fortune in reverse here. We have air fire that's in the picture. There's an air fire sign that's in the picture that is participating in some kind of sacrifice of a family member and watching them as well. Okay, this air sign is stalking. And they could be watching their back because maybe someone is trying to do it to them too. But they're in the middle here. Like this person can go the right way or they can go the wrong way. But for some reason, everything looks right here. But there's really this restless energy. Again, they're using passed on spirits to look upright. That's why you were unconscious of anything going on in this family, because they're covering it up with these spirits. Virgo Libra is usually in reverse here until further notice. So there's an air sign watching this Virgo down here. They could have Virgo, Libra, Cancer placements. They're conscious of this person, that they're following them. There's an air sign that is aware somebody is following them. Somebody is following their children or their grandchildren. And the children know. But you didn't know. They made sure you didn't know. They could have, like I said, they could have repented. They look upright. But somebody is getting enlightenment, which means they didn't know something before. When you get enlightened, you did something you didn't know. Now you know. Okay, confirmation with the moon card in my hand as I'm seeing it. In reverse, because somebody knows. Somebody has Pisces energy. This person knows something. Or there's a Pisces Taurus that is helping someone be enlightened and learn and shine some light on something. This person could have met somebody along the way that opened their eyes to something that's going on in their life. Okay, but they don't like this person. There's somebody in the family that doesn't like this person. They're not friends with them because they're helping them learn what happened. Okay, somebody is a robata still. Even though they have someone around them that's trying to help them get enlightened or show them some sort of light or introspective into what's happening, there's still, like, the robata is masking the magician. This person is still being controlled somehow, even though they're a magician underneath and there's an enlightenment around them. This person, why is this person still a robata? It's got to be because of some kind of spell work. Okay, this Pisces, Aries in reverse energy, this Queen of Wands in reverse, trying to take this person's star. Somebody has Aquarius placements, or they don't, or they have placements you don't see. This a placement could be hidden, okay, for this person's, you know, for however God made them. There's a reason why God puts things in certain places for this person. Okay, so it was hidden. Again, there's cards that people don't need to see because they're crazy. Okay, they try to hurt people for their future. So something was hidden, so hidden that this person didn't even see it. There's this Pisces Aries in the background here. Who is this person? This could be a feminine, a family member that's doing some kind of spell work. Okay, they're jealous of this person. Again, Capricorn, Aquarius, this person has the potential to defend themselves, especially in court. Okay, they can physically defend themselves, and they don't need anybody. This person doesn't need anybody. Okay, they're independent, and they take chances. They take risks and have success. And but this person was burdened. This fire sign was burdened. This fire Pisces was burdened. Okay, and someone didn't want to work with them. Someone didn't want to do something with them because there's a Scorpio here that's healed. That's maybe something to do with some kind of loss and grief. Maybe somebody here, this fire Pisces lost somebody and they needed this. It's like somebody wanted to make money off of some kind of loss. This person was healing off of this loss and taking chances and trying to accomplish something, and this person just wanted to benefit off of it or something. Again, this could be inheritance or something. Give me more on this Three of Pentacles in reverse. They didn't want to work with them doing something because maybe they didn't feel like it was right. Okay, so this could be a father figure or a grandfather with the King of Pentacles. Something happened to this person. This Pisces, Aries, Capricorn could have had something to do with this King of Pentacles. Okay, something could have happened. I'm seeing something happen to this person before it happened. They're still here. But there's somebody who wants this person's, whatever they have. I already saw it before it came out. Okay, you got somebody with Scorpio, Pisces, Aries placements, Capricorn placement that could be doing something in this person's dreams. And again, this person could be hiding. They could also be an air sign because they're right underneath this air sign. So this air sign could be watching their back, but they could also be looking at someone who is trying to, like, they could be fighting over somebody's inheritance. This King of Pentacles. This Leo Virgo. They could be fighting over this person. That's why she looks like this, or he. Because they're saying you trying to get this person. No, I want this person's inheritance. No, I want it. This person said, I don't want nothing to do with this shit. I'm healed. A Scorpio could be in a picture, or a Pisces, or water. This person could have water energy in their life that's helping them heal. That's what water is. That's why this sign is so sought after, because it's about healing and having renewal. So, and other signs are good too, but again, that's why we have different placements, so we can balance out. But anyway, this person was traveling somewhere and something happened. Ace of Cups. Somebody sacrificed this person while they traveled. When they went somewhere, they were sacrificed. Who did this? Somebody with fire placements, and they're hiding. This fire air sign did something. And they could have Pisces placements as well. They could have tried to sacrifice another Pisces in the future. But this person here is trying something over and over again to this King of Pentacles, who's innocent. This is someone who only needs one pentacle, like I said yesterday, to get through their life. This person could have a business. We have a Taurus Gemini here that's doing well, that's righteous. This could be a brother or somebody in the family, okay, maybe a little younger. So that this person is looking at people in their own family and trying to reverse their Ace of Cups, and they're healing. They did something to this person's ability to heal. They could have made them sick with the Ace of Cups and blocked something, some kind of emotion. And this person could, I see this person got sick maybe. With the Ace of Cups in reverse, this person cannot heal from something, just like Aquarius in reverse with the water in reverse, even though it's an air sign. Okay, it involves water. This person was suffering, okay? That's what happened. They did something to hurt this person because they wanted his inheritance or her inheritance. This King of Pentacles would be a man too, and they were hasty about it. This air fire sign did something, or Pisces, Aries, fire, air, did something here. A Libra. Okay, they could have did something to a child as well. This person was hunting their whole family here. They were hunting the entire family. But somebody sees something here, this Taurus Gemini that came out. This could be someone in the law. Somebody could be an undercover, or somebody who has righteousness in them. And Aquarius was coming for this energy. They wanted to take down this energy because this person is trying to stop something from happening. Maybe something in the dreams or with someone's choices and opportunities. They're trying to stop this person, and this person gets involved. There's a Queen of Pentacles in reverse and an Aquarius, this earth, fire, Aquarius, air energy, which could be this person back here, but much later, that's saying, get out of here. This is mine. Somebody is very greedy and has a lot, but they've done a lot of angry, crazy things to get it, and it comes from their own family. Now, I also see somebody collaborating with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. They said they want to work alone, but I also see somebody who collaborated with this evil, crazy person here. Somebody who would do anything, okay? And Ancestors got in reverse with this bitch. Because she's losing her mind. Once Five of Swords comes out, this person is crazy. This person does not, they're off the rails. And I see Lover's card, Ten of Swords here, and Tower. Something bad happened. Something happened to this person suddenly. Now they're an ancestor, but they're upset because they could know what happened to them. Somebody had a painful ending. Like I said, with the Ace of Cups in reverse, they blocked this person's ability to heal from whatever their body was fighting. They had to take this person out. But with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse here, somebody had children for money, okay, and had children so that they could sacrifice them as well, maybe for groups. And then we see this King of Swords here, who could have seen this from far away. We have King of Swords and Scorpio, Taurus, Gemini, Scorpio, Leo, Virgo. Okay, some kind of creation. And then I said I saw the Lover's card. So this could be somebody from your future that's here. There could be somebody who sees what's going on, but they're not contacting you. But this is your person. Somebody's doing something in your dreams. This could be somebody in your subconscious mind that you don't know exists yet. And somebody does know that this person exists. This Taurus, Gemini, fire sign, or a Scorpio, okay, that somebody was taken from, or Gemini. This person knew they sacrificed their own family to try to take this person from your future. Somebody is involved with stargazing and can see with the crystal ball, with the Two of Wands. This is some kind of crystal ball energy. They could see, okay, they could be asking spirits or whatever. Like I said, with the Four of Swords, they're not letting these people that they've unalive rest. They're not letting them rest. They're using them in the afterlife. Okay, so they could be an emperor here. So somebody is also trying to put a Ten of Swords in this next person, this other father figure. Somebody with Aries, maybe Aries, Gemini placements. There's a Cancer in reverse that's doing something out of control in secret with the Eight of Cups underneath. They keep going back to this father figure and doing something. This may not be this person's father, but it is a father figure. Okay, and they're taking strength from this person. This is something that they attack the men in this family. We have strong male figures. We have King of Swords, which is younger. Then we have these older King of Pentacles and Emperor. This is a divine masculine. And somebody wants to put an end to this person because somebody did it the first time and got something good out of it. Maybe this Page of Cups is future until they reclaim it again. Once you reclaim it, it's back to you. But you need awareness to do that. But this Cancer here did something out of control. What did they do? They did something to this father figure, possibly for this fire air sign back here. This fire air sign could have did something. Like I said, I feel like there is feminine energy that is committing rape against other feminine energies and possibly masculine energies. Maybe both, but there's some kind of incest and abuse going on in a family. It has something to do with this Scorpio Sag that wants this person's place. This Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio Sag could have did something for this King of Wands here, which is usually in reverse as well. You could be a Scorpio Sag in the upright. You could be a Scorpio Sag Aries, and they did this to your ass or your relative. But they did something for this person here, this Scorpio Sag. Okay, this Scorpio Sag needed to avoid, again, going to jail or some sort of conflict that they can't control. Or they also needed to, this person could be possessed with multiple demons and they can't fight them. So they need this strong energy to dominate these spirits that they can't get rid of because they won't repent and go to Jesus. Now they got some kind of money out of this. Okay, maybe a child. So maybe somebody was able to have a child. Because when you're dealing with the devil and dealing with the shit, you got to make sacrifices to have children. So that's what they did. They could have sacrificed this person, but this person is still in the upright. So this person don't know what's going on because they're strong. This person has a lot of fire placements. Whoever this is, this King of Wands in reverse was after this person. They did a reading or got information. What they're doing is they're pulling information on these before they go after them. The ancestors said, hell to the no. Okay? This baby is our baby. Somebody, ancestors see what's going on. They see that this group that this family is working with wants babies for money. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The ancestors said no. No. When this child is born, this is our child. Ancestors are fighting with these demons over the baby. Because their judgment is in reverse. They don't want to do anything good with this baby, like I just said before it came out. And they got backfire. This fire air sign got backfire. Because ancestors said, what the hell do you think you're doing? What do you, maybe this father's ancestor stepped in. He said, what are you doing? What are you doing? You selling our children to these groups. Yeah. So they selling them to the devil so they could have clarity. They lose their clarity when they keep working with these groups. So they have to keep, that's why you have to break this cycle in the family. Confirmation family. Okay. So ancestors are trying to retain and hold on to something, but there's this Cancer Gemini in the background, in reverse, that has their eye on this Taurus person, this Taurus Leo, or Taurus Gemini, or a Taurus fire sign, or Scorpio, or somebody. They have their eye on this person again because there's someone that the collective is supposed to be with, but they know so much. Whoever this is in your family, they have stalked, they have probably did a 20-year, I want to know what's to come for this person for 20 years, because what's happening is as they do this, they get greedy, they have more lack and more loss. So they got to go further into the future and keep taking. That's what I see here, because these are young people. So they robbed a Scorpio, or they attempted to, or actually did a Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Leo, fire placement in the up. Fire in the upright is sought after. Right here. Sagittarius in the upright. This was who they really wanted to take down. Somebody in the family that has Sagittarius sun. This is sun placements. The sun is behind them. Okay. Just like the Taurus Pisces. So they were targeting Taurus, Pisces, and these major placements, even if it's not their sun, because he's in the back a little bit. This person in the back. So they could have had other major placements. Okay. But when they find a Sagittarius sun, okay, they know that this sign, first of all, they're stupid, okay, for even trying this, because the wrath of God is upon their life as soon as they even think about it. And I'm letting you know now, the wrath of God is upon you. Even if you start seeking this, don't do anything. Like, it's like people watch this channel and start, oh, I'm going to do that. No, you shouldn't. It's dumb. Leave people alone. Somebody didn't get the message. This Cancer Gemini was very greedy, but it's because of this other person behind them, making them like that. You may, with the Queen of Cups in reverse, you could have had some kind of sudden awareness that this Cancer sign was doing something. God was showing you, look at this person. Look at this person. This person is very dependent on the collective for their future. Okay, and it could have something to do with the Scorpio Libra. This is another night. This is another card that tends to lie until further notice. Yep, confirmation. This bitch is evil. The family is wicked, and you don't know. The person back here hid it very well. The Empress. Somebody's mother hid it very well. With the Six of Wands in reverse, something didn't go public. Something was not public or popular. This person coming out like this, they were sacrificed somehow. You see, they were a Seven of Pentacles. Now they were Empress in reverse, and something they're doing, something they wanted to come out with, okay, was going to get the light, was going to get seen. But then somebody said, no, I know too much about your future to let you have it. I'll take that. But again, I feel like this person doesn't have any success. Yeah. This person is weak. All the swords in reverse. They've been through a lot. Another secret person, another secret agent of Satan that's hiding something here. They have a lot of secrets. That's what this card means. I can't make it up. Okay, I'm just getting confirmation of what is happening to the collective and what did happen. There's this Capricorn placement here. Maybe somebody with multiple Capricorn placements is what I'm seeing in this card. They could be related to this Empress in reverse. They did this. See, this Empress in reverse was getting too many downloads. She was about to go public with something. And they said, nah, we got to stop that. She was going to expose this family. She could have done this many times. So they made her a spiritual whore and did something to this Capricorn in her life. And it was bad. You could have been having nightmares, dreams of falling off of things. You could have started with the spiritual whore. You could have started having sex early or doing sexual things early. Because again, this is what they want. This is how they can get you to sin against God and lose your inheritance. These things, they know, they work with demons, so they know how to take from the collective. Yes, you were meeting up with this family member all the time. You have memories with this person, and they were doing harm to you. But you are an investigator. You started looking into your dreams and nightmares. They didn't want you to, though. Okay, whatever Virgo placement you have was knocking. Capricorn was knocking. Okay, this Leo is still doing bad here because they're still weak. And all they care about is fame. Whoever this Leo is, they need to move on. But they're in the back now. You know this person. This is somebody you have so many memories with doing this to the collective. And you started to soul search and gain your security back. You could have lost, these things could have made you lose your home. You could have lost your home multiple times. Because they have these things, these are people that have homes, they have cars because they steal. And you could have been struggling because you kept meeting, when you was meeting up with this person, they were saying, I have their home, I have their car, I have their person, I have what's theirs, I have their clarity. They were giving you something here. Like I said, food, okay? Poverty food, poverty meals, Thanksgiving, holidays, cursing, the plates, whatever this bum has to do to keep living off the collective. Yep, Virgo in reverse was doing this shit. The collective has justice. The collective, this could have, I mean, this is, I'm looking at like maybe 20 years ago, up to 20 years ago. You could be coming in contact with your tribe, okay? The people you're supposed to be with, okay? And this is helping you, but they try to stop that. Like this would have happened to the collective a long time ago if this damn group wasn't doing this. If they weren't doing this shit. But this is old. Whatever this is, it's old. And they trap the collective for years to come. Somebody in the family is very big on voodoo and demons and spirits and crystal balls and nonsense. And somebody was keeping it very secret. But it backfired on them. Whoever this is, it's like you could have thought this person was innocent. You could have really thought this person was innocent, but they weren't. Certain signs are very good at tricking people into believing that they're innocent and they're not. Because in the reverse, this person is evil and wicked. And they don't want anybody to know it. And they raise their children to be the same way, which are our aunts and uncles and cousins and so forth. And our parents didn't raise us like that. Our parents were like the black sheeps. They were the rebels. They were the ones that everybody said is crazy. They're not crazy. What they're doing is trying to expose this damn family, and the family keeps trying to cover them up and stalk them everywhere they go. And they keep finding new people to do it when they can't, when they feel like they're losing grip on the collective. Canada, cannoli. Police. Dance. No police needed. Jillian, Jill, Cecil, Cecilia, Lonnie, Lollipop. Okay, this could be a food that somebody used. And it's a food that takes time to eat. It involves saliva, which is a body fluid that these damn witches could use. They do anything for something that comes out of your body. DNA is here. They're sick. Let's finish up this reading. Dance-a-thon or something? Dance con? Plea deal. A Gemini might want to make a plea deal. They're having a hard time. They're guilty of something. Anybody? Nolan. No. A pole. Joe, pin on something here. Somebody wants to pin something on someone. Initials or words can be here. Because you have a healthy sexual attraction to someone, this could be annoying this person. They think they're somebody's handler, but they're sick. Illness is here. They're ill over an investigation. Shit, who's that? P in reverse. Pauline could be significant. Called police or something in 2024. Somebody did. Oh Lord, they don't. Oh man, hold on. Somebody is guilty and trying to hide it. A water sign. Oh, come on, people. Okay, this is too much. One moment, please. Let me spray and sage. These energies are just sick. Just sick. They don't want this coming out, whatever this is here. Okay. Papa, dance pop. Canada, Canadian people could be significant. Jocelyn. Lioness. Leo. A name that starts with A or E is significant in this reading. Somebody wants someone to call the police on you, but it says no police is needed. You could have earth or water placements and some psychopath stalking. Competing with your gifts. This person is competing with themselves. The collective doesn't need to compete with anybody. This person's a dummy. Whoever this person is, they're a loser. A Cancer sign could be significant. Okay, they're running from a cult or some sort of religion here. Someone unaware. They won't choose happiness. They won't take common sense. They don't want anything but wickedness and revenge. Colony could be significant. A lead. Somebody needs a lead. A fire sign could be significant. Marriage could be significant. Somebody could be trying to, a Cancer that is unaware and unconscious, is bitter, but they're after someone's marriage. They're doing a lot here. Okay, somebody is showing up. Okay, and maybe they're upset about this Scorpio Sag. Okay, they want somebody to just be friends, but something is more than that. These things, they try to sacrifice everything that the collective has coming. They're sick. Someone is telling someone here to call the police. In the spirit, they're trying to control. T is missing, the letter T. Something happened to somebody whose name starts with T, first, middle, or last name. I'm telling you what some of them are doing, what I believe they try to do to me in the past, is try to make an authority figure harm me. Somebody's saying, don't call the police. There's all kind of instructions going on here from somebody. Colon. Something's going on with someone's colon. A water sign in reverse. Somebody won't set healthy boundaries with this Leo Virgo in reverse. This could be a male or a female. They don't want someone to set healthy boundaries in their marriage. They're trying to, these are demons trying to do this here. Someone's not on the West Coast anymore because of some sort of sex. Okay, and a fake apology. This person could be thinking about marriage, but they're unaware of something. Somebody likes the West Coast. WA or AW could be significant. A moment. Let me get my bell again. Let me start using my bell again. Bell could be significant. Return to sender, go away. All right. Somebody led somebody on. Maybe someone's name here. Or somebody, again, T is missing, the letter T. Okay, they led somebody on to go to the devil's direction, into the direction of the devil so they can enjoy. They were never showing up. Confirmation. This person needed time alone to think, and maybe they didn't take it. They were doing something by their home. Somebody was trying to be alone at their home, and this crazy ass coworker that's probably possessed by someone that's stalking them is showing up to their home. It says never showing up, but since somebody, what they're doing is sending these agents here. The person that they're telling you is showing up is not showing up, but then there's some crazy person showing up in their image or something. This sounds like some kind of catfishing. They want somebody to forge documents so they can get money. Okay, this opportunist is in reverse, or somebody's not an opportunist, but they passed away, something happened to them. I just seen a death card, Cancer in reverse. Could have something to do with it. Or a Taurus passing away. Okay, something was going on. They were trying to defend themselves here. A Leo Cancer was trying to defend themselves. A Leo Gemini was trying to defend themselves. A Taurus Leo Gemini was trying to defend themselves here. And there's some spiritual brainwashing taking place. All right, somebody wasn't lying about a love offer. A Taurus, they're not lying. They wanted to come see me, come to me. They wanted to travel, but they were shadow banned for reaching out. I can't wait to be alone. And somebody's being followed by a group. Confirmation, that's what's happening here. Okay, somebody wants to talk here. Something is public. Somebody's in the public eye, or they're popular. Please let me back into your energy. Somebody could have drowned. This looks like the word drowned or down. Down, Denny, Den in reverse, Ed, Al, widow, anything, any word like this here, Wenny. Somebody wants to talk on the phone. Okay, and there's an earth sign in reverse here that's manipulating tarot decks and readers because somebody wants to talk on the phone. They don't have anything coming for them, so they're being jealous. They're being followed by a group, okay? A Pisces, Aries following this energy, okay? And they're in court now. They're being judged for it. They're serving justice because somebody's not a spiritual hustler, okay? This week, something is going on. But this group is trying to keep someone in this indecisive puppet energy. Somebody's a real twin flame soulmate, and they're not an energy vamp or a twin soulmate. They're a good person, okay? And they want to go somewhere. They want to progress during the day. They're not spreading STDs. Somebody could be saying this. Someone who makes decisions based on tarot readings and psychic is telling you bad things about someone who's good. Okay, they don't want someone to meet face to face. Sorry this is taking so long. Something is on the West Coast. Something ended on the West Coast. Maybe somebody who lives on the West Coast, something happened to them during the day, or someone is having a rebirth on the West Coast. Why is death here? A deal. Somebody was led on some kind of deal. Pecan. Could be an allergy. Allergy is here, kind of. Yeah, most of the word is here. G could be missing. T or G could be missing. First, middle, or last name. T or G. Why is death here? Somebody by those initials could be passed away. They met up with someone and something happened. You have Scorpio here. They lying to you about something. GHIJKL in reverse. Confirmation. Confirmation. I'm sorry for anyone's loss. There was some kind of fated connection that was supposed to happen on the West Coast for many people. Okay, maybe a Taurus, Aries, as well as a Scorpio or a Libra. And this Pisces, Aries in reverse. You could also be Capricorn. This Pisces, Aries in reverse, or Sag in the upright. Again, rarity here. Positive results. Okay, something good is going to happen. Again, healthy sexual attraction. Something good, and they want to take it. They can't call you because they're being surveillance in reverse. This is not true, or it's not happening. And they want to stop something because you're focused on your grind. Somebody's obsessed with hurting underage persons here. Okay, the Scorpio, Libra in reverse. Okay, a best friend is stalking you online. Maybe a Scorpio, Libra in reverse. This could be somebody like your best friend. On my D is here. Somebody's on your D. They won't stop bothering you. For some people, you don't want to have toxic sex. Again, they're obsessed with invading the collective's sex life. Something is wrong with them. They want to bother healed Scorpio energy. They could be a Scorpio, Libra in reverse. Keith or Keith could be significant. SE Shay could be significant. Shay. Caution. Spiritual gifts being abused. Somebody is not bisexual. MNOPQR in reverse. First, middle, or last name or nickname. New person. Okay, somebody is happy. California, Cass. The letter B could be significant. This person is moving forward, and now we have A, B, C, D, E, F in reverse. Again, someone is on some kind of sick something here. They're crazy. Someone is just going around and trying to massacre people who are healing. Okay, Libra in the, somebody is looking for Libra, Scorpio in the upright. They're emotional over you. And we have, look at this. STUVWXYZ. What's somebody in reverse? I've never seen this in my life. I've never seen this in my life. I've never seen this come out like this. Somebody is literally harming and very possibly unaliving every time they get rejected by someone. You've never seen this person. This is someone who is remotely obsessed and doing things from a remote location. They're a psychopath. And you could not be aware of this person. They can't wait for something for STUVWXYZ to be in reverse. Yeah, okay. But somebody's balanced. What size are you? Somebody's asking about sizes here. We have Taurus, Capricorn. Somebody could be getting scammed by this Virgo, Libra in reverse. Okay, contact me on IG. You will be surprised. So somebody was doing some kind of catfishing and they wouldn't stop doing it. This Virgo, Libra, Aquarius, okay, making plans here to fail in the name of Jesus. Someone is worried you're giving up on them. So what this person is doing is trying to act like someone and trying to manipulate them. For this King of Wands in reverse, that can't get out the energy. They can't stop stalking the collective's ancestry and luxury to come for them. Someone is not hiding past from them, but they could be saying they are because they want to steal their future. Somebody is not refusing to move on. They're not broken stalking you. They're not blocking you from their twin. This is a person that's not doing this, but somebody is saying that they are. Someone is born between July and December. They're not possessed and happy. Someone really wants you to believe you're never going to meet this person. It's a lie. It's a lie. It says, please call police on someone here. A helicopter could be significant. Please call police, honey. Somebody could have been asking someone to call the police on someone. And somebody was trying to say, don't do it. This person was confused. You don't need the police, but maybe this person did. Chlamydia could be significant. Someone was healing in 2024. Okay, a Capricorn, Taurus. A Gemini could have been healing. They're not torn apart anymore. A pelican could be significant. Or something that sounds like that. Pee on something. Somebody saying pee on something. Okay, some kind of, this, again, if you watch this channel, you already know. Somebody was surprising someone. They had their eyes covered. Maybe it was some kind of date or something and their eyes were covered and they didn't see something. This could be significant. This person wasn't a light worker or a healer. They don't know this person. Now, with the other card coming out, you're never meeting this person. That could be significant for some people. Because like I said, someone was being tricked. And they were being led on to believe they're going to actually meet someone. But then there also could be someone who is going to meet someone. Again, they try to confuse the collective. Clarify they're never going to meet someone. What does this mean? Let me go back to that. Because I'm thinking that this is what happened to this person because this came out. Okay, waiting for the right time. Someone here. Someone with Gemini placements. A male maybe, waiting for the right time. Someone is focusing on them right now. Someone is coming back to their high priestess. So there is someone who's coming back, but is a family member stalking you online. So it could be either or, okay? A new baby, someone is talking shit about that. This dead spirit that's stalking this Cancer energy in the upright, or this Aquarius. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse, working with this dead spirit, this Sagittarius, Capricorn in reverse, Virgo in reverse. Ancestors are dealing with them. Okay, they're sleeping with their boss. These could be co-workers that they're having sex and they're trying to sacrifice people. They're trying to align with your energy in reverse. They're not trying to do that. They're trying to take from the collective, and they want this new baby. Confirmation. Someone is a psychopath and obsessed with harming and unaliving innocent people. God sees them every day. God's eyes are on them in the name of Jesus, and they're being dealt with in the spirit and in the flesh. A couple more cards. A cell phone is significant. An award, some kind of award is significant. Some kind of public reward is significant. Somebody could be doing this for. And they're doing something to someone when they're eating. Something is going on when someone is eating something. Join something. Somebody is doing something, so somebody joins some kind of group, but they're not gay. Dance on something. OC could be significant. Knock, please. No knock could be significant. Laced. Something is laced. A crazy ass coworker. Please let me back into your energy. I want to talk on the phone. Alien is here. No aliens, please. Passed on. Dell is here. Okay, this again, this one here. Okay, there's a Virgo Libra trying to, they're crazy. Okay, they're sick and they want to sacrifice someone. You're not surprised at this, because you don't make decisions based on tarot readings and psychics, and somebody wants you to because they do. O-R-D or S could be significant. O-R-D or S. Anybody with these initials could be in reverse by the hands of this person. Okay, this person is trying to sacrifice someone's marriage. There we go, confirmation. They want to put a 10 of swords in it. They're forging documents to do this and spreading STDs to do something like this. They're a con artist. Poke on something. A lease is significant. Best friend is stalking. Okay, a marriage and they're spreading STDs, trying to stalk somebody. S could be significant. C could be significant. Somebody is looking at this person and judging them for doing this. A Capricorn. Okay, this King of Wands in reverse is abusing a Capricorn's spiritual gifts. MNOPQR in reverse. Okay, Capricorn in reverse now. They made some kind of sacrifice here to the devil. So this person will have loss and not have justice and get their money back again, or their home. They sold this person's home and they're running from a cult or religion. So it's like this cult could have done something to them and they lost their home. Q in reverse could could be significant. Okay, this high priestess is Cancer energy, and the upright is crying out for help at their home. Okay, somebody needed help, but somebody was telling them don't do it. Who was telling this person not to call the police? Who was telling this person not to call the police for help? Lice on something, head, lice on head. Someone is angry with their elder. Someone is yelling at their elder, somebody older than them. This person has shadow band, a Leo Virgo in reverse, that doesn't set healthy boundaries, is telling someone to not call the police. They're trying to shadow ban this person, okay, because they don't want them to have a new baby, okay? They weren't lying to someone about being homeless and out in the cold, okay? They were lying about a love offer, though, to G-H-I-J-K or L. Someone was lying about a love offer, this Taurus out in the cold. They weren't really, they didn't love this person. They just wanted to keep sacrificing someone's children. And then there's someone who you know of that can't wait to be alone. So there's somebody trying to stop this Virgo in reverse, who's an energy vamp twin soulmate, is trying to stop this from happening. Okay, they're not real. They could be born between July and December. I'm going to close the reading here. 106 or 601 could be significant. Melody, Melanie, melanin, clone somebody, a group here. Somebody wants to do that to control them. Because somebody just wants to talk on the phone. These things are crazy. There's something that's going to happen in this conversation that somebody is scared of, and they don't want to take place because they have something to do with something. Okay, you could also be a light worker or healer. That can be, okay, someone is not lying to you, okay, about forged documents. Someone is going to try to lie about forged documents because it's going to put a painful ending to them. This fire sign in reverse, fire Gemini in reverse. Somebody in the past forged documents and maybe unalived someone whose first, middle, or last name starts with M, N, O, P, or Q for this Scorpio Sag, okay? And they're not lying. Somebody's not lying about this, and they don't want you to get a phone call about it. That's your reading.